Good afternoon. I would like to call the Committee on Government Ops to order. Madam Clerk, please take a roll call.
Commissioner Wilson,
Can you make that change? Yeah.
Yeah, I hate hearing your own voice.
Yeah.
Operate on second delay already. And that would be done.
Commissioner Colleen.
Here.
Chair Clemente,
Here.
I have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item, please.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I would just like to make one remark today regarding a very esteemed colleague that sits on this committee and has been with the commission for many years. Irma Clark Coleman is no longer with us. She's with the Lord. And I think everyone, if you could keep her and her family in your prayers as we proceed forward. At this very difficult time, we're going to conduct our business and just always keeping her in spirit. I know she would say, get to work. So that's what we're going to do. Next item, please.
C, approval of the May 21st, 2025 meeting minutes.
We're going to use our tablets. If I could please get a motion and support. Oh, okay. If you got it. Okay. We have a motion from Commissioner Wilson and seconded from Commissioner Clean. Next item, please. Oh, I'm sorry. We need a vote. Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking. I'm a little rattled today. We have a motion from Commissioner Wilson and second from Commissioner Nezek. Vote on your tablet, please.
Both I can't get the tablet to cooperate.
We'll get you some assistance here in a minute, Commissioner Clean.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next item is unfinished business. I know of none. We're now going to move to our agenda and we are going to do a receive and file item number 1 about Oracle and then move to number 5 of a approval by Oracle. Trying to make this as consistent as possible. So Madam Clerk, if you could please read those 2 items.
Item 1, forwarding the May 2025 Wayne County Connect 43 Steering Committee Monthly Meeting Report. And item 5, requesting commission approval of a 2-year cooperative agreement with Oracle America to provide application management services for Oracle Fusion, which is the application for Connect 43.
Thank you. Is anyone here for this item or, okay. If you could please come to the table, introduce yourself and
Greg Abbas, Division Director for Enterprise Applications.
thank you. So you're here obviously for number
5.
yes. So go ahead.
Yeah, so today we have application managed services in place in the IT department to help us manage our day-to-day activities as it relates to JD Edwards and PeopleSoft. This particular contract would be a replacement for that now that we're moving from those environments to Oracle. That's kind of the high level.
Okay, very good. Commissioners, do you have any questions on item number 5? So I had notes and have lost them. Okay, looks like we have no questions for you. Is anyone online, Mr. Jameson, online about the Connect 43?
Yeah, hi, through the chair, Mike Jameson, Connect
Okay.
43 Project Director's on.
Very good. Mike, how are things going? What does this report tell us?
Got it. And an update to this report. So we are making progress. As of this report, we had went live with the HCM Phase 2 learning module, the learning management system from Oracle. I'm pleased to announce that as of the beginning of this month, we also went live with the health and safety module from Oracle's HCM Phase 2 implementation as well. We have ended the hypercare support, which lasts about a month for learning, and are currently in hypercare for health and safety. Once the hypercare is done, both modules will move over to our managed services contract with Oracle. And then we now, for HCM Phase 2, have the talent module that is currently in implementation, and we're planning for in early October go live, along with EPM and ERP. So transitioning to EPM, we're still in the soft launch phase. We have onboarded some additional resources, one through the Oracle Wayne County SME support contract that you guys approved approximately a month and a half ago, as well as through the Pierce Monroe staff augmentation to assist with executing the task of phase of the soft launch phase, which really are kind of testing the tires in the non-production environment while the budget team is going through budget development. So those activities are ongoing, and we're still tracking for. We're going to try and delay the soft or the hard launch about 2 weeks from the beginning of August because of ERP and talent going live. But aside from that, no major changes to any of the plans. For ERP, we are in that additional integration testing cycle that was part of the replan amendment that was approved earlier this year. Those meetings actually have started this week, but the planning at the time of this particular Steerco deck, we were planning for the environment that would then be used in this planning or then in the testing session. So testing has started. It'll be 9 weeks of testing, including 1 week for remediation. And though we're 2.5 days in, things are going well, and we'll continue to report back in next month's meeting, when we'll be, for the most part, more than halfway through the testing period. And then with ADW, you guys saw that it was still delayed. I am happy to announce that we were able to kind of meet the threshold that we were putting in place to kind of validate that the process was working, which essentially is data coming from Oracle HCM into the data warehouse. We were successfully able to meet that threshold. It was really 5 business days, and we included the weekend, so we had 7 days of the successful load. The outstanding item now to get this fully to green and close this phase out is a run book from the ADW implementation team that basically ensures that IT knows how to handle the work once the implementation team leaves, and it's now really IT and the managed services for ADW. But generally in good space. We're just waiting on that one outstanding item, and IT needs opportunity to review it and make any changes if necessary. But overall, I would say we're in pretty good shape despite the red saying delayed.
Okay, commissioners, do you have any questions?
5 or the?
Either or, 1 or 5. Yes, go right ahead, Commissioner Kleen. Is this 1 or 5?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, 1 on both, I think.
Okay.
Commission Counsel, and I'm on item 5 right now with Oracle, asked a whole series of questions of administration on this. And I noted that on the answer to one of the questions, there was discussing PeopleSoft and JD Edwards, that their services are set to end. This is the response from administration. Are set to end for this contract now that we are live and historical needs have been accounted for. December 2025. We are still live with JD Edwards and will not go live on the ERP until October 25 at the earliest. Would you like to expound on that a little bit? Because we've been looking at this October 1 date for quite a while to go live.
Right. So yeah, I mean, the expectation is that we're gonna go live with the ERP platform in October. And then after we go live with the ERP platform, there will be a little bit of an overlap where we'll still have JD Edwards and support needs for JD Edwards that we'll need to pull forward till that contract ends the following year. Does that answer your question?
So to be fully going live with the new system,
Mhm.
that date is still,
Yeah, it's October. October is the date that we're going live on the ERP and until
well,
Mike and his
the
team.
ERP
Yeah, the ERP phase of the project.
will not go live on ERP until October 25 at the earliest. Any reason for that phrase to be added in?
No, not necessarily.
And the other question I have is, as commissioners, we have office budgets. And our fiscal advisor updates us monthly on our progress on the budget. But there's a note attached to that from the fiscal advisor that they can't download the Oracle payroll information. So the budget reports I get are based on data from an earlier time. Can you discuss the availability of Oracle's payroll information?
Payroll history?
Yeah, and
Payroll
hey,
history
Greg,
data or-
yeah, I can take that one if you.
All right, thanks,
you're good
Mike.
with that. Yeah, Commissioner, that this is actually related to a posting of Oracle payroll data in JDE because we're as you know, we're using JDE as the system of record overall, and then the payroll information from Oracle comes through an integration that then has to get pulled into JDE. Long story short, there were some items that needed to be worked through in terms of ensuring that information on the Oracle side was correctly translating to JDE. The M&B financial reporting team, I believe, and don't quote me on this, I think they are caught up through March or April. But the delay was essentially that you had the same resources that were responsible for this posting also working to get the ACFR out. So there was a competing priority. The CFO has made it a priority to get these payrolls posted. We also are having discussions around just ways to optimize the integration. I don't want to get too technical, but there's a process that we need to validate that would allow the M&B financial reporting team to update payroll position costing in mass as opposed to individually. And so that's currently in process. We're meeting on that twice a week. And so once that process is validated, that should really expedite the process of posting the Oracle payroll coming out of HCM into JDE. But it was that posting part that was getting held up. So now that we're through the ACFR, we're able to get caught up.
Your answers get a little weedy for me with all the acronyms and all that kind of stuff. Does this mean across the county we don't have the Oracle payroll information, that we're using some JD Edwards numbers from sometime in the past?
No, the Oracle information is being posted to JDE, but there was a delay in getting certain months posted due to the lack of resources and the competing priorities for getting that out.
So what we're doing is we're taking Oracle data and posting it to JD Edwards?
Correct.
Currently?
Yep, because to
Wow.
what the prior discussion, it's ERP replaces JD Edwards when it goes live. But as of now and really through fiscal year 25, JD Edwards is the system of record. It just, the payroll, because the human capital management HR payroll system of Oracle went live before the ERP system. So JD Edwards is our system of record. Oracle payroll is coming from Oracle via integration into JDE. And then there's a posting of the Oracle payroll translated into the JD Edwards chart of accounts.
So we're confident that the Oracle data is correct?
Correct. Yeah. The Oracle. Yeah. Payroll comes out of Oracle. Oracle is the system of record for payroll.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
And you said that you're doing something and you're hopeful that it'll be, when will we know? Do you have a time frame? What month will things line up? Because it is difficult to, we want to work within our budgets and people have been waiting patiently. So when do you think this will all line up? And then
Yeah,
after
no.
that, I'm going to go to our auditor.
Okay, yep, no, good question. I know the target is to have everything, including, the May payrolls, posted this month. So, yeah, I would say, unofficially from my perspective, the end of this month, we would anticipate being fully caught up on payroll and JDE.
So we'll be a month behind. So you said
Well,
May. and it's
including
in
the
June.
payroll, yeah, including the first payroll that of June as well. So
Okay.
I would hope that we wouldn't be behind outside of just waiting for the next payroll to post.
Okay, I'd like to call in our auditor right now, please.
Marcia Cora, Auditor General, through the chair. Terrence and I have been following this closely since January. As of last week, the first quarter of 2025 posted to JD Edwards. And it's a similar crosswalk process as when we had PeopleSoft, payroll would run in PeopleSoft, and then we crosswalk posted into JD Edwards. It's the same thing happened with Oracle now posting into JD Edwards until we actually have a general ledger system through Oracle. But it's through March 31st right now, payroll is posted.
Okay. So we have correct numbers through March of 31st?
I am not going that far.
Okay,
They're correct.
okay, so we have numbers.
We have numbers.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, any other questions on number 1 or number 5? Okay, could I please get a motion for these 2 items and a second? Use your tablets, please. So we have a motion by Commissioner Wilson, seconded by Commissioner Clean. All those in favor, please vote on your tablet. And clerk, let's now move on to number 3. Sorry, number 2.
Item 2, forwarding a status report on the progress of a succession plan for the senior appointee positions.
So this is a receive and file report. Does anyone have any questions on this report? And we can bring someone to
Madam
the
Chair.
table, please.
Yeah, I would like to hear from HR.
Thank you. Yes.
It's hard to plow through the report and know what you're reading.
Comprehension. Yes. Please introduce yourself. Donald Wilson. Oh,
I looked green on my side. Donald Wilson, PHR Director. And so the report is covering 2 quarters. And what we try to do is to review appointee classifications that are filled and not filled, and our recruitment or attempts to recruit or retain employees. And so what the current information is just really looking at succession planning and what we're doing. So sometimes we focus on training, the service evaluations, or performance evaluations that we're doing. And so that's the general emphasis of the report.
go ahead, Commissioner Clean. Sorry.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So we're doing the cross-training now?
Yes, we are.
Okay. And when do you think that process, or is it just going to be ongoing?
Continuous. Mike Jameson mentioned that we went live with Oracle Learning. That is a great opportunity and platform because it gives us the opportunity for thousands of trainings that can develop employees, develop leaders, supervisory trainings, allows us to track trainings. The other part is that we're working on the talent modules that also will feed into the succession planning.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
So quarterly, you have different reviews going on, and from what you have done so far, there has been some success, right? And there's a percentage of people you've retained, things that you do. You have that at the top of your head?
80, well, right now we're about at 80% fill rate. Part of the instructions say, what's the vacancy rate and what's the fill rate? So we're like an 80% fill rate and a 20% vacancy rate at our leadership positions. And I I think part of your question was on the performance evaluations in the quarters. So again, 4 quarters of evaluations, and this has given us the opportunity to have targeted time to have that one-on-one discussion of, great, you're doing a great job. I'd like to see you develop in this area. What are your future plans? What classes can we provide you opportunities for stretch roles? So it gives a great opportunity for having that one-on-one discussion to emergent leaders.
And then with the retention part of that, you're getting feedback if people are staying, or
Yes.
maybe some changes you need to make if there are some negative things that might come up. Very good.
That's true.
All right, thank you. Commissioners, any other questions on this? Okay, so can I get a motion to receive and file this, please? And a second. All right. And so we have a motion from Commissioner Wilson, second from Commissioner Kleen. Please vote on your tablet. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Motion carried.
Okay, so now we can move on to number 3, please.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 6-month comparable source professional services contract with Ernst & Young to continue providing human resource processes, organizational structures, and a talent management assessment.
Is somewhere here for this item, please? You would please introduce yourself and then tell us what we're doing here.
Good afternoon.
Sure.
Rob Whittigan, Chief Strategy Officer, CEO's Office. Ernst & Young has engaged to support Wayne County in advocating personnel and human resource goals through the development of a strategic roadmap and assessment of PHR, as you know. EY's approach was focused on a comprehensive assessment of people, processes, and technology across the PHR landscape. This work accumulated in a change management roadmap supported by several deliverables which the county has received: current state assessment, survey summary report, hiring deep dive, and a future state assessment. Throughout the engagement, Wayne County's PHR team demonstrated a strong commitment to change and remained actively engaged at every stage. So I do want to take a moment to thank the PHR team for their partnership with this assessment from the beginning. While EY has equipped us with the tools and insights needed to move forward, time and internal capacity remain significant constraints. The PHR team continues to balance daily operations with the implementation of daily operations and the implementation of Oracle HCM. Following a thorough evaluation of our ongoing needs, we're here today recommending this contract which will transition the EY team from an adversary role into a rapid implementation partner, working closely with PHR to swiftly execute key recommendations from the assessment. So as I have said to Commission from the beginning, my goal is to get EY in, get the work done, and then get them out. However, to do that effectively, we must be realistic about both our current challenges and what lies ahead. One of our great long-term challenges, as with many public sector organizations, is ensuring we have the right talent and the right roles at the right time. So through this assessment and the roadmap process, we did shed light on the broader opportunity to leverage the transformational power of Oracle HCM. So this isn't just about fixing today's issues. It's about building our future here at Wayne County. So we are actively evaluating how to better utilize internal resources and to align them to expand our PHR capabilities and to ensure we maximize the benefits from Oracle platform and our PHR team. So as Chief Strategy Officer, it's my responsibility to focus not just on today's needs, but on setting up for long-term success here at Wayne County. So while this represents phase 1 in the closing stages of EY's engagement PHR, it's essential that we continue to utilize our partners already in place to ensure that PHR is positioned to make full goals we've invested in. So I'm now available to answer any questions along with the Ernst & Young team who is available via Zoom.
Okay, so we're extending this contract and we are adding quite an increase to get this work done with this consulting firm. And you said it's going to be expedient. So do you think that we will be done before the contract ends, or it is the timeline set to go all the way to 2026?
So the contract, it's structured so that the substantial work and deliverables are completed generally within the 24 weeks after EY starts working. And any services, though, beyond that are more of like an on-call or as needed to review deliverables, make sure what we have is what we need, make fine tuning. But we did not want to get in a situation where we have a contract in place for the 6 months and then, there's summer vacation that the EY team takes, we have a week off and then have to come to you and say, hey, we're this close, but we just got to extend the time of the contract. So to answer your question, yes.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, question, Commissioner Wilson.
Thank you, Chair Clemente. It's, how you doing, by the way?
Good. How are you?
Yes, sir. Doing good. Thank you. From 390,000 to 1.6.
Over 2 years.
Yeah, I understand, but,
Yeah.
that's like an exponential amount. From 390 to, you go from about one third of a million to like 1.6 million. Not trying to be facetious, but is there a line item or something? How do you kind of structure these anticipated disbursements?
Yeah, so I hear you and I'm
Good answer it.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear
Thank
you
you,
and do understand your concerns. This is a very firm fixed price. The price is locked in. It's not going to increase from what you're seeing today with a clear set of deliverables. Do believe in the Q&A I did provide, and if I could be happy to also email a copy
Sure.
of a list of deliverables that we should be getting, but just to kind of summarize, it's training materials for HCM just to make sure that our team is up to speed on using Oracle as it is. Standardize the intake processes across the county so that each department is doing the same process when they're looking to onboard and work with HR. Develop and implement new look at the organizational structure and just make it work for PHR. Implement clear performance management for the team, including making sure we have clear-cut KPIs, clear performance indicators, establishing baseline for services. And I could go on, but
I understand. So sounds like you may have some measurables.
absolutely, yes, there will be a lot of measurables
Okay.
that we will see for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
and just, it is in our analysis, and thank you for that question, because it is nice to know that we can refer back to some things when we're,
100%.
that this will happen within this many weeks.
Right,
And,
yes.
Commissioner Kleen, do you have a
Thank you.
question?
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I'm going to kind of take another run at the questions you were asking here. So we brought them on for a 6-month contract
Correct. And
that had certain deliverables. Have all those deliverables been satisfied in that 6-month contract?
yes, they have.
And so now, I don't believe that 6-month contract had options at the end. This is a straight out extension.
Yeah, you are correct in that. It was the kind of unknown. So at the time, we got the set deliverables, the roadmaps that we could
Okay.
take and implement. But at the end, we didn't know if we'd need to keep them. But at the end, after looking at our constraints internally, it was clear that
So this is
This would be
instead of, they're kind of more, well, I don't want to get into terms, but this is a new set of requirements that weren't in the 6-month contract, right?
correct.
And I could be wrong. Doesn't that demand a new contract rather than just extending a contract?
So I do believe it's considered an amendment to the current contract. It's not, we're not exercising a right to extend. We're doing an actual amendment to the contract.
Okay, so we're amending that.
Sir,
And they're going to be a little bit more in a consulting role,
I would more
not
describe.
as needed?
Well, sorry, no. So what they're going to do is they're going to help us rapidly implement the recommendations from phase one, obviously working with PHR to ensure,
Yeah.
we all align and then rapidly implement it. After that's done, that should be done very quickly within 24 weeks. After that's done, they're still, the contract's still in place, but they're around more as, hey, let's fine tune this. We need clarification on this, kind of an on-call basis.
So in 6 months, under this contract, you're seeing these processes in place.
Yes, sir.
And then
Yeah,
you're given
that's-
another 6 months on the contract for the cleanup of
Yes,
little things.
yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? We'll just take a motion on 3 and 4. Can we move on to number 4, please?
Item 4, requesting commission approval of Amendment 3 to a 2-year legal services agreement with Perkins Law Group in the collective bargaining negotiations matter.
Any questions on this item? Okay, can I get a motion for items 3 and 4, please? And second, I have a motion, Commissioner Wilson, second from Commissioner Clean. Please vote on your tablet.
Motion carried.
Thank you. We are now going to go to the addenda. We have 2 requests for approval on appointments. If you could please read in number 7 and 8.
Item 7 on the addenda, requesting commission approval of the appointment of Pierre Hayden to the Wayne County Art Institute Authority Board of Directors. And item 8, requesting commission approval of the reappointment of Mario Morrow to the Wayne County Zoological Authority Board of Directors.
Is there anyone here that wants to speak? Anyone on Zoom or anything? Okay. We have it's fine. We have the resume. We can read it. We're good. Thank you. Okay, can I get a motion for this? And second. Thank you. Motion for Commissioner Wilson, second from Commissioner Clean. Please vote on your tablet.
Motion carried.
At this time, we have a presentation by the Information Technology Department on the Wayne County website. Who would
Hello.
like?
Hi, sorry I couldn't be there in person. My 5th grader graduated today. So
Okay,
this is
so
Hector Roman. Oh, go ahead.
to tell you the truth, when is this going to be rolling out? Is it the 16th?
Correct. If I can share my screen, I'd like to show you a little preview.
Okay. He's working on
Yeah, Hector wants to share his screen.
I got it. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep, we're good.
Perfect. So yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hector Roman, CIO, Director of Information Technology Department for Wayne County. I am pleased to announce that our new website will be launching on Monday, June 16th. The new site is 100% replacement of our current site. It has a services first design and is much easier to navigate than our current website. Services are front and center. So when a public come to our website, and this is statistics from multiple years, is they really want to come to our site for some type of service. So we want to present that front and center. Our website is fully ADA compliant, and it also has, which is a first for us, multi-language translations. So
Excuse me, Hector, if you don't mind, could you just speak up, please? We're trying to get the volume up, but maybe it's on your end also.
Can you hear me better now?
Keep talking.
Okay. So we have multi language translations. So there's a little box in the corner, and we can click Arabic, and it just translates the page automatically. We can do a handful of other languages. So here's German, Spanish, Arabic, and a lot of these languages we received from a recent census of Wayne County. Furthermore, we have converted over 100 paper-based manual processes to digital forms with back-end workflows to increase efficiencies for the public. And we are continuing working with departments to increase these digital forms. And we also have enabled an online payment processing platform, which we'd like to show you now. So previously or currently on our current website, if someone wants to get a boat permit, they would have to download a PDF file, fill it out, either put it in the mail or drive to a DPS site to pay for it, either with check or cash. So now we digitize the form and also included a payment processing platform. So now the public can request permits from wherever they are, from a phone, from a tablet, from a computer. We've also increased our social media presence on the site. So any department that has, or any office that has a Facebook or social media presence, our team has developed a site where all of it is combined into one page, so the public can see news or recent events that's going on throughout the county. Anyone have any questions?
So what's the difference between our Wayne County website and this? Yesterday I heard that economic development was putting a lot of things on Engage. So
Engage is a link off our site, and this is part of our new website platform. Engage is microsites that can be made for specific projects, for kind of a two-way communications with the public. So for example, our senior services is a big user of Engage. This is where they can recruit for volunteers, they can ask for donations. The public, they actually send letters, they can update, kind of put in notes, and often government, we hear a lot of bad news, but this is the public actually putting notes of how thankful they are for food delivery to their loved ones. So this is kind of a two-way feedback for any specific projects that a department is working on.
did you test the payment services? So it works
Correct, yes. So
really
the
well?
the payment platform is actually the treasurer's payment platform. So the treasurer
Okay.
has been using it for years for the public to pay taxes. And so we've leveraged their payment processing company called Paymentus and integrated it into our website. So it's
Okay.
the same system.
And I have one more question. So is our commission page within this website, and will we be able to have our commission page updated more quickly than, and will all departments be upgraded more quickly than I'm seeing? I know there's turnover and different things that happen, but a lot of times when we go to different departments or the website, it's difficult to find updated information.
Yes, our new website platform does include easier tools for departmental content editors to update their department's contacts. And we're going to be refocusing our efforts and our outreach to ensure that each department, they're empowered to update their departmental content.
So, but do they have to go, like, we have to go to them and then they have to go to you, or will they be able to do it themselves?
Each department is empowered to do it themselves.
Each department will be empowered. Okay, that's all my questions. Commissioner Kleen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. On the payment of fees, is that going to be for everything in the county? Like paying your fee for a restaurant inspection? in committee yesterday, we got updated on the medical examiner's office, and for cremations, there's a fee that's charged to the funeral homes. So are all of these fees that we have across the county, can they all be paid through this now online?
Eventually, that's our goal is again, make things easier for the public to have one standard payment processing
Yeah.
for any services they want from the county. So currently, there is a different one for the clerks for like a marriage certificate.
Right.
And we're gonna be working with them, and our goal is to have one system for the entire county.
Okay. And this, you're planning on this to go public when?
Monday the 16th.
So we won't have all of the fees by then?
Correct. No,
You
we
said
will not.
eventually.
Yes, that will be a multi-year effort, but we are actually working with the clerk's office. But we've concentrated on, and we're continuing to concentrate on removing the current paper-based manual processes where people cannot pay online. Those,
Right.
we're focusing our efforts on that to make things easier now. And then eventually the other payment system that's in use, we want to roll them into the standard payment processing platform.
So there's going to be a lag come the 16th. People aren't going to download a piece of paper, fill it out and send it back in with a check?
We converted over 100 already
Yeah.
to digital forms, and we're continuing working with departments. So currently,
Well,
we
what
have-
I'm getting at is we get phone calls, Mr. Roman.
Mhm.
So if it's one of the fees that hasn't transitioned yet or whatever, I mean, what do we tell people? No, you can't download the form off of the website anymore. So how do you get your payment to the county?
No, I apologize. So they will still be able to download a form, right? But
Okay.
eventually, we're going to be working with departments to digitize those forms. So if it's still,
Oh, okay.
if it hasn't been converted yet, eventually it will. But the public
Okay.
will still have the ability to download their form and
But it's
do-
not like it's going to go dark or anything for a period of
Absolutely.
time.
Correct.
Okay, just wanted to clarify. Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, thank you very much for that presentation. We'll look forward to seeing that on the 16th.
Thank you.
You'll be hearing from us on the 17th.
Yeah, go for it. All right, at this time, such other matters, I know of none. Public comment, is there anyone on the telephone or Zoom, emails, Madam Clerk?
No emails were received.
Anyone in the chamber that would like to make public comment? Okay, public comment is now closed. Motion to adjourn.